Not only are Rangers losing title 56, but they're also losing Fashion Sakala, who confirmed today that he is leaving the club. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Big transfer today in Scottish football, but it's not somebody coming in to our country, it's somebody leaving, and that man is the Zambian forward Fashion Sakala, and he has played his last game for Rangers. He was talking about the move today. He made an Instagram post, a pretty emotional Instagram post, and I think that Rangers means a lot to Fashion Sakala. I know there's a lot of players that turn up here, they take the paycheck, they play for our clubs, and then they leave. I think Fashion Sakala really enjoyed his time. I think he considered himself a big part of this Rangers team. He just came in and all of a sudden he's loved this club. And I mean, you look at other players like across the city, you've got Starfelt who's leaving Celtic, doesn't really seem to care. Whereas Fashion Sakala, I mean, I think if he cut this guy open, he would bleed blue. But regardless, he's not been deemed as good enough, or he's not been deemed as part of Michael Beale's plans. So therefore, over the past couple of weeks, it looks like he has been looking for a move, and finally, he has now got that move. So on his Instagram post, he says that he was leaving with a heavy heart, yet a spirit of gratitude. He went on to say, quote, "Today marks the end of an unforgettable chapter in my life. I bid farewell to this esteemed club. When I first joined Rangers, I could have never imagined the profound impact this club and its community would have on my life. The driving force behind my performances on the pitch and a sense of belonging. I want to thank the entire management and staff, and I will always be a Ranger at heart." End of quote. So Fashion Sakala then, yeah, it does look like the club means a lot to him. It looks like he doesn't really want to leave, but leaving he is, and he's pretty much been forced down the pecking order. Michael Beale's come in this year. He's brought in a lot of attacking options, and that basically said to Fashion Sakala, look, you're not wanted, you're not needed here. Now, Michael Beale might not want him, but do Rangers need him? That is another story altogether, because I'm looking at these new Rangers signings. I'm looking at Dessers, I'm looking at Lammers, I'm looking at Danilo, and I'm not impressed. And albeit, yeah, I've only seen, maybe a couple of friendlies in that terrible game against Kilmarnock, but based on the attacking players that I've seen Rangers bring in, I'm not sure they're an improvement on Fashion Sakala. And in fact, I think I would rather, if I was a Rangers fan, I think I'd rather have Fashion Sakala at the club over the majority of them. I'm looking at Rangers, and I think they've made two big mistakes. Last season, they were closing the gap to Celtic. Last season, Michael Beale had them going in the right direction. Not quite sure what's happened over the summer, and I know it's only one game with Kilmarnock, but it does look like Rangers have went backwards, and I think a big reason for that is, I think they're missing two players. Well, missing one player now, they're going to miss the second one, obviously, being Fashion Sakala. But first of all, I would have kept Fashion Sakala. I think this is a mistake. I think this guy is good enough to play for Rangers. Is his finishing bad at times? Yes, but he tries. He gives 100% on the pitch, and there's no doubt about it. Towards the end of last year, he was by far Rangers' best attacking option. But secondly, I think they should have got Malik Tillman. I think they should have paid that $5 million. I think it's absolutely crazy that Michael Beale hasn't. I mean, $5 million at the time did seem like a lot of money, but well, look at Michael Beale. He's brought in multiple $5 million plus pound signings. It's like, surely you could have not brought one of them in and got Tillman. You looked at Tillman last season. Majority of the times he was winning games for Rangers single-handedly. There's a reason why he won Young Player of the Year last season. I am shocked that Rangers never tried harder to get Malik Tillman, especially when they could have got him for $5 million. They've decided against that. I think they've lost their most creative attacking midfielder, and now I think they've lost their biggest threat up front with Fashion Sakala going. And this is coming from a guy that when Fashion Sakala first joined Rangers, I thought he was shite, and I said he was shite, and I still don't think he's great. But you can't deny his commitment. You can't deny that he offers everything. He'll run. He'll cover every blade of grass. And yeah, his finishing ain't the greatest. But I still think he's a good player. I still think he's someone that you want in the attack. And he's dangerous, whether it be out in the wings or whether it be through the middle, especially with his pace. He can cause any defender's trouble. So on his day, I mean, he genuinely looks great. when he's off it, he sucks. Don't get me wrong. When he's not on it, he looks like a waste of play, a waste of space. You know, he does not look like a good player. But at his best, you know, when everything is linking up well for Fashion Sakala, he can cause anybody trouble. And I'm just surprised that Rangers have allowed him to go. It's speculated that he will be heading off to the Saudi League. I'm not too sure which club it is he's going to join, but it does look like it's a Saudi team that is snapping up Fashion Sakala. I tell you what, if it is a Saudi team, at least he will get a decent wee paycheck there. Who knows? Maybe he could even go away for a couple of years, and then if he loves it so much back in Scotland, maybe he could return one day. But yeah, Fashion Sakala then leaves Rangers. I am pretty shocked about this one, even though I sensed it was coming. I think when the amount of attacking players Michael Beale brought in, he was making it clear, he was making a statement that he was not happy with what he had at his disposal. Obviously, Kent Morello's gone. I think bringing all these strikers, it basically showed that he isn't content with Sakala. He isn't content with the likes of Scott Wright, and I can understand Scott Wright, but I think Fashion Sakala definitely had a place at Rangers, and I think Rangers will regret this. I think this is a bad move for Rangers, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, Michael Beale, he has done well in his first season. People can say he didn't or whatever. He closed the gap to Celtic and he outscored Ange Postecoglou since he joined the club. So, yeah, you can say what you want. You can say Michael Beale's a fraud. You can say Michael Beale's this. Like, overall, yeah, he's not won any trophies, but Rangers are in a much better place at the end of last season than they were when Michael Beale came in. Now, they haven't started this season good, but it's one game. Everyone can have a bad game. So I'm not going to judge all the players. I'm not going to say they're all duds, but I think they need to get it right. I think they need to win their next game, and I think they need to do it with a good performance. So we'll wait and see, guys. But I am a little bit surprised Fashion Sakala is leaving. I mean, he got left at the Champions League squad as well, and I think when that happened, that pretty much confirmed that that was the stamp here on the Fashion Sakala letter, and it's officially been posted because he's now no longer a Rangers player. He might be a Ranger forever, but he won't be playing for Rangers anymore this season. Catch you in the next one, guys. Been Fog Football. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Fashion Sakala is too good to be kicked out like this? Do you think there is worse players in the attacking ranks at Rangers? Because I certainly believe there is. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. I'll catch you in the next one. And of course, until then, peace.